Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple bookmark, which is extra special. It actually has magnets in it, so it will keep it in place and it won't fall out of your book. Let's get started. My name is Julie. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is Stamp with Julie Baum. So I'm beginning with a piece of bubble bath cardstock, and what I've done is I have folded it down the middle to create our bookmark that needs to be able to open like so. Now we're going to decorate this a little bit and we're going to add the magnets. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So I've got a couple of pieces of designer series paper, and as far as the names of everything and the dimensions, you can find all of that over on my website, stampwithjuliebaum.com. I'll put a link to that website down below in the description box under this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach my pieces of designer series paper to the front of the bookmark. Now you can do this step first, or you can do your punching, your corner rounding first. It doesn't matter which one. All right, so I've got the two pieces of paper that I selected, and I've just kind of attached them here offset on the front of the bookmark. Then the next thing I'm going to do is use the detailed trio punch. This is currently not available from Stampin' Up, but you might already have it in your collection of punches, or you might just have a corner rounder, and that's really all we need. Now let me say that with our detailed trio punch, it isn't really made to go through two thicknesses of cardstock, so I have to kind of give you a disclaimer that I don't recommend what I'm going to do, because I think it's a lot of wear and tear on your punch, but for this project I am going to do it. So I've got two layers of cardstock, again because this is folded, and I'm going to place it in my detailed trio punch, or you would use your corner rounder and punch, and then I'm going to do the same thing to this corner, get it in there, line it up, and punch. So it's quite thick for it to have to go through all of that. Now, because I don't want to cause any more wear and tear on my punch, I am going to do the remainder of the corners with my bookmark open. So I'm going to do this 4 more times on each of those corners. Now, this punch works very easily through one layer of cardstock. If you don't have the detailed trio punch and you don't already have a corner rounder punch, I'm sure that you can find one on Amazon. And it's a great punch that you'll want to always keep in your collection of punches. All right, so all of my corners are now rounded. And I'm going to take just a regular everyday hole punch and punch at the top of the bookmark. So again, this is going through both layers of cardstock. That's where I will put my ribbon. Now let's do a little bit of stamping on here. So I have a piece of white cardstock, just a scrap. I'm going to use stamps from Heartfelt Hexagons and also the coordinating punch that goes with this. So with Lost Lagoon, I'm going to put my outline onto the cardstock. Next, I'm going to use Berry Burst and add some words. And I can see right down through the stamp in order to position these words. And then I did that a little up higher towards the top of the shape. I wanted to leave some space down here for a lemon lime twist, just a little flourish down here at the bottom. There we go. That way it's going to coordinate all of those colors to tie in with the colors on my designer series paper. All right, then with the Heartfelt Hexagon punch, I can easily line this up and punch it out. All right, because this is a bookmark, I don't want this to be too thick, so I'm not going to add any thick embellishments, and I'm only going to add this with my regular liquid glue so it's nice and flat. No dimensionals in this case, again, because I don't want this to be super fat or thick. So I've got my hexagon shape, And I'm going to go ahead and position it onto the bookmark. All right, next we'll add our magnets. And again, the nice thing about having a bookmark with the magnets at the bottom part here is it will grab onto the page and keep the bookmark from sliding out. Now, I've got some tiny little magnets that I got on Amazon, and honestly, I'm super confused at what size these are because I can see from my past orders that I did order some and I returned them, but I can't find the follow-up order of what I ordered instead. So let me just point you in the right direction. These are very tiny, very strong round magnets. I believe that they're either 2mm by 5mm, or they might be 1mm by 5mm. I have seen somebody else on YouTube making these, and she recommended 8mm by 1. So like I said, it's really kind of confusing. There's one all by itself, and I'm going to pull off a second one, its little partner. There we go. So it might be worth ordering a couple of different sizes, see which size works for you, and return the rest. But again, I think mine are either 5 by 1 or 5 by 2mm. Now I've got the pair sandwiched together there. They have caught onto each other, and I'm going to use some glue dots to do the attaching. So I'm going to pick a glue dot off of the roll and attach it to one side of this magnet pair. And then I'm just going to stick it down inside the magnet, inside the bookmark. Okay, and I'm going to press that down so it gets stuck on nice and tightly. Okay, now remember, these are both magnets already joined together. So now I can take a second glue dot, put it here on this part, and then simply close my bookmark and squeeze tight. Now each glue dot is holding one of the magnets to its side, so that then when you do open it, you have one on each end. Okay, so there you have it. I would recommend that you let that glue kind of set up a little bit before you open and shut it a bunch of times, just so it doesn't peel off of your cardstock. Now we're going to finish this with a simple little ribbon trick. This is lemon lime twist ribbon. I'm going to take the two cut ends, feed those from the back of the bookmark through to the front, make a loop and pull those ends through, and then just kind of snug it up nice and tight. I'm going to trim these ends because they're a bit long. And there you have it, a super cute and very fast bookmark that has those great magnets down there that's going to keep it in place. I just think it's a great little thing to have, a nice little gift to give to someone, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy making these. Thanks so much for stopping by. Do be sure and look in the description box below this video where I'll put a lot of helpful information, including a current host code in case you have items that you would like to order. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy stamping!